Welcome back to 90 Minutes Later, where we sift through the wreckage of broken dreams and bruised egos. The global football community is still reeling from that semi-final masterclass. We saw Argentina completely dismantle Thomas Tuchel's tactical blueprint, sending the Three Lions packing with a brutal 1-2 comeback victory. It was elegant, it was ruthless, and completely deserved on the pitch. Yet, instead of actually analyzing how Argentina's relentless high-pressing system utterly choked the English midfield, the British press has opted for a different strategy. They have launched a world-class, gold medal campaign in pure cognitive dissonance. Let us observe this majestic cope in its natural habitat, shall we? Enter the illustrious British broadcaster Tom Harwood, who apparently moonlights as a geopolitical strategist when his sporting pride gets shattered. Right after the final whistle blew at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, he rushed to the airwaves and dropped this absolute gem of a quote, declaring that aside from football, Argentinians have nothing. Truly, it is an elite-tier coping mechanism. For our friends across the pond, this is the exact equivalent of the New York Yankees getting swept in the playoffs, and their fans screaming, "Yeah, well, our state has a far better credit rating than yours." It is the ultimate distilled essence of sore loser energy, and it is honestly magnificent to watch. Let us unpack the bizarre logic of this geopolitical saltiness. Rather than talking about overlapping runs or zonal marking, Harwood immediately started poking at Argentina's economic bruises, highlighting their 3-digit hyperinflation and youth unemployment rates. He even argued that the only reason millions of Argentinians are flooding the streets of Buenos Aires to celebrate is because, well, nobody has a job to go to anyway. You see what they are doing here, right? A vocal section of the English media simply could not handle the sporting reality on the grass, so they decided to run to their bank accounts for emotional comfort. They are trying to soothe their broken hearts by comparing a rainy holiday in Ibiza to the harsh financial struggles of South America. This is a classic attempt to construct a passive-aggressive financial superiority complex out of thin air. It is like saying, "Sure, you might be marching into the World Cup final, but have you seen our gross domestic product per capita?" Well, I hate to burst your bubble, lads, but last time I checked the rulebook, a nation's central bank reserves cannot line up to play defensive midfield. Here is a quick reality check for the wealthy suits in London who are crying into their high-priced gin and tonics. The green grass on that pitch does not give a single damn about inflation rates, and bank accounts have never, in the entire history of this beautiful game, managed to score a winning goal. Argentina won that semifinal match because they executed a vastly superior pressing game, dominated possession, and capitalized on world-class moments from their superstars. That is the actual language of football. No amount of sovereign wealth can purchase a ticket to the World Cup final if your tactical setup gets systematically dismantled on the pitch. By trying to diminish Argentina's pure joy through economic condescension, it does not actually make England look any wealthier. It just makes their ultimate exit look incredibly petty and ungraceful. It completely lacks the fundamental sportsmanship and dignity that international football is supposed to represent. Now let us talk about those millions of people celebrating across Argentina. Broadcasters like Harwood love to suggest it is merely because they have nothing better to do. But anyone who actually understands the deep, borderline religious culture of sports knows this is a profound spiritual release. It is a priceless psychological medicine for a nation that lives and breathes the game. No luxury European vacation, no stable fiat currency, and no fat corporate bonus can ever buy the raw, shaking emotion of watching your country march into a World Cup final. So, To the English media, I say this: put your economic spreadsheets away, look at your own glaring tactical flaws, and finally accept the loss. What do you think about this off-pitch circus? Was Harwood's comment a fair geopolitical jab, or was it the most embarrassing case of post-match crying we have witnessed in the year 2026? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below, especially if you enjoy watching fans of losing teams battle it out on social media. Smash that subscribe button for more unfiltered, cynical analysis of the game we love. And we will see you right here for the actual World Cup final on 90 minutes later. Until then, try to keep your arguments on the pitch. And please, stay classy.